Welcome to Life Bites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. And let us ground. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord in the form of a tree trunk. And let this tree trunk be very strong and fortifying, and nurturing. And we're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and really anchor yourself to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice big deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now. Present time. And even insert the date. All of your pictures from the past weekend are coming into present time. You're moving into present, not looking at the future, and just being in the here and now. And now let's create a circle of light around us, about 2 feet out. Envision that circle of light. And now there's a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality self and your higher self are working hand in hand. And let's turn up our higher self's qualities this week. For when we're in our higher self, our more divine self, there is no need for fear. Our soul knows to relax, release, and let flow. Circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And now let's create a circle of red divine roses around you that represent protection from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. The weekend experiences, upcoming events, people, furry animals, everything on the outside of your space. Really claim you. I am. I am. Come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create your movie screen. And say hello to your movie screen. Put your life today, this week, on your movie screen. Say hello to your opportunities this week. What opportunities do you have? Circling around, wanting to come in, wanting to manifest. Are you fueling it with love or fueling it with fear? Say hello to your challenges. What challenges do you have ahead of you? Can you flow with your challenges in spite of? Keep moving forward. Now, are your challenges fueled with love? Or are they fueled with fear? Gives you an opportunity to look at your energetic makeup. How are you leading your life today? And now let's say hello to your blessings. And let's infuse them with love. And now let us check in. Physically, I'd like you to ask yourself, how do I feel physically? What's lighting up in your body? Is there anything acute or in discomfort? Send it a golden light. Don't try to change it. Just say hello to the energy. And now let us affirm in our physical body health, vitality, strength, and flow. Health, vitality, strength, and flow. Take a nice big deep breath. Come up to the center of your head. Create that beautiful golden light right in the center of your head, getting bigger and brighter, flushing out any negativity, any freneticness, any fogginess, any incoherence. Some of you take a nice big deep breath and hold it in that golden light in the center of your head, and you're gathering up all your anxiety and fear. Holding it, holding it, holding it. And on the count of 3, you're going to release it down your grounding cord from the center of your head down to the bottom of Mother Earth. Down your grounding cord. 1, 2, 3. And as you envision that golden light bright and big, as you clear the slate of your mind, you say to yourself, I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. Take a nice big deep breath. I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. And now from the top of your head, take a deep breath all the way to the bottom of your belly. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to open up those energy centers all the way up to the top of your head, top of your crown chakra, and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly, and back into your heart space. Come up to your heart. Let's check in with our feelings. And very simply ask yourself, how do I feel today? How do I feel? Just become aware. Keep it simple. You might feel a variety of things. And now let us affirm in our emotional body. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and whatever else you'd like to feel today. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and take a nice big deep breath. And now let's come up to your crown chakra and let's go up about 3 feet up into your 11th, 12th chakra. And we're going to move into our more divine self. As we start to release more and more of our fears, anxieties, and we start to say hello to the divine in our lives, to the world, to our loved ones, to ourselves. And say to yourself, I am connected. I am connected. And if there's anything that's causing you anxiety or fear, it might be something about the future. It might be something around the past that you don't want to be your future. But I'd like you to ask your higher self for help and support around this issue. Can you infuse any fears with love? Take a nice big deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And let's think and feel 3 things that you're grateful for. Really feel them in your heart. And if there's anybody you'd like to send love to, including yourself, do so at this time. Love, love, love. As you come home to you, feel your whole vibration. Fill it up with love. And then let's bring down a beautiful golden light coming down through the heavens. Let's move it down from actually your 12th chakra, coming all the way down to your crown. Love, support, and nurturing, really feeling that higher divine self as it moves into your 6th, igniting your sense of knowingness and trust. Coming down through your 5th, igniting that authentic, true expression. Coming down through your 4th, into your heart, the God of your heart. Filling you with love, support, and nurturing, and whatever else you'd like to feel. As it starts to move down into the material world, igniting your 3rd chakra and your solar plexus, you're aligning with life. There's no need to push or to get into that anxiety. You're breathing through, flowing with life as it moves down into your 2nd, right below the navel. Feel that golden light. Manifesting your primal creation space. Highly creative. Creative resolutions, creative opportunities, your own creativity. As it moves back down into your 1st chakra, the foundation of life, love of self, love of self. As that beautiful golden light moves down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility, down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle your toes. Let's say hello to your fun fairies. And now as it moves back down into Mother Earth, say to yourself, all is well. Life is good. I am filled with love. And everything in my life is moving forward exactly as it should be. Take a nice big deep breath. Mm. Open your eyes, everybody. It's time to start your day, isn't it? Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. We're going to talk a little bit about love and fear. And there's a lot of fear in the world. And I love everybody gets it mixed up that it was Nelson Mandela that said it, but actually it's not. It's Marianne Williamson. And I love this quote. It basically says that our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we liberate our own fear, our presence actually liberates others. Love that quote. And I'm going to have just a quick little life bite that Marianne did for me a couple years ago. And I'm going to see if I can play that for you. It's about 2 minutes long, but I thought this is good. She talks specifically about love and fear. See if we can get this up. Here we go. Hi, I'm Nina Bosky. I got a chance to sit down with Marianne Williamson, and this is what she had to say.
Love, the relationship from a metaphysical perspective, the relationship of love to fear is the same as the relationship of light to dark. Darkness is not a thing, it's the absence of a thing. So if you want to get rid of darkness, you can't hit it with a baseball bat. You turn on the light and the darkness disappears. Now, in A Course in Miracles, which is a self-study program of spiritual psychotherapy, based on universal spiritual themes. It's not a religion. It's just talking about these great spiritual themes at the heart of all the great religious teachings and spiritual philosophies. The idea here is that there are only two emotions, love and fear. So all negative emotions, what we call negative emotions, all that stress that the doctor was talking about, derives from fear. So the Course in Miracles says love is to fear what light is to dark. You can't fight fear. You know, the Western psychotherapeutic tradition would posit that if we simply analyze our fears enough, that will somehow dissolve them. And enough of us have been in enough therapy to know it's not quite that simple. So the idea here is that when the mind is filled with love, literally fear cannot be. So in any given moment, that's why forgiveness matters. That's why a disciplined practice of trying to open the heart, much as this was so interesting in light of what Dr. Kennedy was saying, in any moment when my heart is open, I can't have an open heart and a neurotic thought at the same time.
No, you can't. You can't. And I think a lot of us, what we try to do is we try to combat it with focusing on the negative or the fear instead of, as you say, turn on the light.
Right. Either focusing on the fear, that's one thing, analyzing the fear, or a kind of ersatz love, thinking that I can just pour pink paint over my fears and my problems as though then they will not be there. That, of course, sometimes just impacts them and makes them go deeper down. The issue is to bring them to the surface. And whether we have a religious orientation, I surrender this into the hands of God, or whatever our process is by which we take the fear and surrender it, that it might be transformed by a power greater than ourselves.
Ooh, some deep stuff there. And so I thought I would start with Marianne, since I used her quote, and talk a little bit about fear, because it really fuels our lives. Fear is all around us. And for those of you that are empaths, what ends up happening if somebody else is feeling fear and another person's feeling fear and the third person's feeling fear, even if you weren't feeling fear, after a while, you might be feeling fear. And so we now are living in a world in which our fight and flight is activated on an ongoing basis. So think about it back in the day when the predator was out there somewhere, but then we'd have time to recharge, refresh, and realign our energies. We weren't in fight or flight 24/7. So, how do we move into that place of love and start to release that fear? And so, yesterday I came back from my Transformational Leaders Conference, which I go twice a year. And I wish everybody could be in this place because it is such a love fest that when you walk out of that energy, it's hard not to embody it. And I was thinking on my way home yesterday, why is that? Why do I feel this way? And I thought, well, I feel this way is because for, 2.5 days, it was about loving and hugging and looking at the good in people. Now, just imagine if we did that as a collective for just 24 hours, how the world would shift. But what we do is we talk to somebody and we listen to the news, and the news says, oh my gosh, we're going into a recession. Oh my gosh, the world's going to blow up. Oh my gosh, there's not going to be any fuel for the winter. So, what does that do? It puts us in fight or flight instantaneously like that. Because even if I wasn't feeling that thought, I may have another thought of fear. So now that fear gets connected to another fear that gets connected to another fear. And before you know it, I'm one big anxiety ball. So, what does that mean for you and I? Because the world is not going to change, at least not overnight. So, how do we not connect to the fear? Well, what Marianne said is you turn on the light. You don't focus on the fear. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm having this fear. And we all do it. We focus on our fear and then we beat ourselves up because we have the fear instead of just moving to the light. Now, I also love what you said because we all like to do this, especially those of us who have some tools. The spiritual bypass. I'm going to throw pink paint all over it and oh my gosh, it's all nice and beautiful until somebody cuts you off in the freeway. And then all of a sudden it's God, you know what? I won't say the words. So it's not enough for us to just think good thoughts. It really is to surrender it and to bring it up to heal it out. And bringing it up to heal it out might be writing in your journal. It might be talking to a professional. It might be talking to a trusted friend. It may be going to some type of spiritual service to surrender it over. But I do know this. We have a choice each and every day to either lead with love or lead with fear. And the choice is ours. I know for myself that when I start moving into those fear pictures and I start attaching to those and I start communicating from that fear place, my energy goes down. It was interesting because right after that, getting back from my conference, I went and spoke for a group of people, and some of these people I knew, and it was like another love fest. And I thought, wow, keep this wave going. So I want you to think about your own love fest. Sometimes we're waiting for the world to love us, the people around us to love us. How about if we lead with love and start to see what comes back? Two emotions, love or fear. The choice is which one is going to lead your life. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of Life Bites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.